Hey Sean! Oh, I'm not going to do it on this little downhill bit.
You're not?
No.
Why? Because it's too short?
Too short. Got too much to concentrate on. Maybe I should do that a little bit. Oh no.
You've got me in the dark. There's a bit of a delay on it.
Yeah.
I was really confused and I was like, I'm sure I just moved my arm.
For seconds.
Weird.
Weird. Just act normal, don't be your weird self.
I don't know how to. That's not very nice, is
Right,
it?
what are you going to do?
Well, I'm waiting for you to introduce.
Okay. Hello everyone. A different video today. The other week I asked you to send in some Q&A questions and it was Gemma's idea. So would you like to introduce yourself to our lovely viewers, please?
Hello, I'm Gemma. I have the pleasure of living with JJ. And I was literally just saying that he treats this cab with more respect than he does our own house.
So that's good.
So now I can see he can keep things clean and tidy. Then you know, he's got a lot of answering to do about that.
That's getting very mumsy.
Sorry.
So you've written down some questions then that people have sent in, and you've put a few others of your own.
Yeah.
I reckon if you say the name and the question, and yeah,
Okay.
we'll get going.
I think I wrote down most of the names of people who have asked them, but I'm sorry if I do get them wrong.
If you pronounce them wrong.
So Mike has asked, how old is the Fent, and also how many hours has it done?
So it is a 65 plate, so 5 years old, and currently 6,343 hours. So yeah, getting on a bit, looking to be replaced next year, and we'll wait and see what happens with that. Sort of depends on the drill we go for as to whether it'll be another 724 or whether it'll be replaced by something bigger. What's that one?
Lovely. So Rory Poacher has asked, why did you want to get into farming?
Good question, and
Oh, pheasant.
to be honest, just because I grew up in the countryside and always enjoyed looking at the tractors out the window, so used to go and sit with the local farmers. They had John Deeres, used to go and sit in the combine with them for pretty late at night and ride my bike around the fields and stuff. But always just interested in it really, and other than being a footballer or a rugby player, it was all I really wanted to do. So I was a world-class 9 though, so I think if I focused on that, I'd have been up there now. Gloucester 9 I would have been. Anyway, there we go.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's why, just growing up in the countryside, and I like farming.
And tractors.
And tractors, particularly like tractors.
The next one is kind of similar.
Yeah.
So Connor Butterworth has asked, how did you get into farming? So not necessarily like why you wanted to do it, but how.
Yeah, it's not easy to be honest when you're not from like a direct farming background. But yeah, I managed to get in contact with my cousin, and he set me up on sort of work experience on with like lambs and sheep and stuff. So I only did we had to do a week's work experience for school, and then managed to get into Siren Sister. You don't need much experience to get in there. I think Harper Adams you need a bit more, so I knew I wanted to go to Siren Sister anyway, so the experience wasn't really an issue. And you have to do a placement there in second year, so in my gap between first and second year I knew I needed to get some experience. Applied for a few harvest jobs and got one pretty local to where I live, which was brilliant. So I could live with my parents and then commute to that farm, which is about 10-15 minutes away. And to be honest, I was just really lucky. Kind of knew them before, and they took me on with very little experience and let me get to grips with the kit, with the tractors, and I absolutely loved it. So that was mainly grain carting, but they also had a small beef herd. They also had poultry there, so I was involved in that as well. It's not easy. You've just got to put yourself out there and try and do work experience initially for free, and then just do your best to try and secure a harvest position. There we go, get my words out. But it depends what you want to do. You might want to do livestock work, and maybe that's probably slightly easier to get into, just because you don't have to have experience on tractors and big machinery. But yeah, just be prepared to work hard and try your best to learn and ask questions, really.
That was good advice.
Thank you very much.
I think with anything though as well, like getting a variety of experience is good. So if you're interested in agriculture,
Definitely.
not just doing what you think you might enjoy, getting experience on other elements like livestock, arable.
Because you work in the vets.
Yeah.
As a vet nurse, and you had to get work experience, didn't you, to get into your uni?
Yeah, I had to have, I think it was at least 2 weeks. It might have been 4 weeks actually. But I had all my work experience from the same practice, which I think looking back would have been nicer to go and experience different practices, like large animal, not just the small animal side. But yeah, we're on a tangent now.
We're on a tangent.
Okay, next question. How many, this is from Todd Murphy. How many acres of spuds do you grow?
161 went in this year, which is down 10 acres from last year. There's a lot of people around here growing close to, if not in excess of 1,000 acres, which is massive, at least for Herefordshire. But yeah, we're down to 161, and that's due to a variety change, if you're interested. So the idea is that it's a newer variety from McCain's. They're hopefully going to yield a bit better, and therefore we've got a set amount of storage, as I mentioned before, I think at some point, so we can only grow to that set tonnage.
Lovely. This one, I haven't written down the name, so sorry. What was your first job on a farm and how did it go? So we've kind of
kind of covered it. This first proper one would have been that hard student role for 3 months in between first and second year of uni. And if you scroll down on my Instagram, there's some pictures of that Massey Ferguson kit. So I think my Instagram is JJ_Macleod or something. I'll put it on here anyway. Go and check those pictures out. But loved it. It was a great time. So yeah.
Anything to add on like how it went or not really?
How it went? Well, I can say the only bit I didn't enjoy was they had these poultry sheds, and in the mornings I used to have to go in and walk to 2 of the sheds, and you're looking for like the birds which sort of don't meet spec, and generally it's like leg culls which are the issue, as in like their legs are sort of a bit mangled and not looking great. And then used to go and do the combining in the afternoon. So otherwise, I mean, yeah, just got a good amount of experience on all sorts really. So it went very well, and I stay in touch with. It was a partnership between 2 of them, and stay in touch with one of them and see him around shows every now and then. He's got a character. There we go.
Okay, next question. Right, I'm gonna try and get this right.
Yeah.
Okay. Selwick Polanski is asking, how big is the farm?
It is now just under 2,500 acres. So one farm here at Yaser, and then 3 contract farms now. So that's the size of it. And that's including the orchards as well, and the spuds and everything. So yeah, it's about 2,000 acres arable, roughly. Yeah, 161 of spuds, 130 of orchards, and a little bit of grass here and there for some sheep, which aren't ours. They get rented out.
Alex Lawson has asked, do you currently have a placement student on the farm?
We don't, but Alex himself is actually coming in. I'm guessing that's the same Alex Lawson, so it's going to rock up in July time. So yeah, we did have one planned for earlier in the year, which didn't work out, but yeah, now got Alex and someone else coming as well. Charlie.
So is that a harvest role?
So Alex is with us for it's 12 to 15 months. I'm not sure. It's been sorted out with Tom, and Charlie's with us for harvest. Yeah. So that's, hang on, we're going to go and fill up the spreader now.
Okay.
You can carry on asking questions while we go.
Oh, are you sure?
Oh yeah, I can answer them on the move.
Okay.
Don't you worry.
Next question. Andrew Dennis has said, do you own the combine and what is it?
Yes, so we do, or Tom does. It is, at the moment it's a CX8090, which is a straw walker with a 25-foot header, New Holland, but very, very soon to be replaced by stepping up in the world to a CR, I think it's a 9.90 with a 35-foot header, so that's a rotary, so the output's going to go. And that is just because we've taken on a little bit more land, and yeah, the weather windows are always a bit of a challenge. Last year we had to get in local contractors, Jack and Ashley, to come and help us with a bit of the oil seed rate, just because of time frame and stuff. But yeah, so we got the CX for this year, and then we got the CR for next year, next harvest.
This one's got a few elements to the question.
Yeah.
So I'll probably break it down. So Awesome Drummer is asking, how does farming and social life go hand in hand?
Yeah, that's probably the most challenging part of the job, I would say. Farming in general, whether you've got stock, you've got to be there every day. But I mean, even arable farming has its peaks. We've had a very, very busy spring. Not fortunately, but fortunately with the lockdown, everything's been shut anyway, so I haven't missed a lot. But in other sort of springs and stuff, I have missed stuff, such as your graduation.
That was
that was potato harvest.
Yeah, that was October time, wasn't it?
But yeah, so you do miss events, and I have missed people's birthdays and yeah, a few different things. So it's difficult. I mean, Tom, to be fair to him, does his best to help us out, and if we've got events to go to, like, he will try and help us out. But obviously, peak times of the year, it's not easy to do that. I did a little bit of time. Sounds like I went to prison. I did a bit of time where I worked in an office job, which was a 9 to 5 Monday to Friday, and one of the biggest benefits of that was I knew I always had the weekends free, be it to come and see you or go and do something with my friends or whatever. But yeah, the role didn't really suit me very well, so yeah, it didn't really work out that way. But yeah, social life for that was good, but for farming is tricky. There's no getting around it really, to be honest. So I don't know what your thoughts are on. You just do things when you can, don't you? Yeah. It's all a bit last minute usually.
I don't think it feels like you don't see people. And time goes so quickly now as well that I sometimes don't even realise that we haven't like caught up with like friends from your uni or whatever for ages, just because time goes so quick. But we do, we do see people, we do get out, we see family and friends. So we still have a social life.
We do, yes. We don't just sit at home.
Well, I have been for like the last 5 weeks.
Yeah, but you've got Animal Crossing now on Nintendo, so
yeah,
it's kept you busy. We'll call it quits for now, just while we fill the spreader back up, and I fill the spreader back up. You sit here and enjoy yourself. Yeah, see you in a minute. Right, welcome back. We filled the spreader up, and we're going to carry on with the questions. I think we finished most of the questions with people posted in.
Yeah.
So you've come up with a few, haven't you?
Yeah. So the last one that I asked JJ, I just double checked, and you pretty much covered everything that he'd asked, because he sort of put a few questions together, but they've all been answered. So yeah, if we move on, I'll pick a few of these random ones. What is your full name?
My full name is James John Macleod. So that's why it's JJ. Sounds that?
Yeah. It looked like you were thinking about it, like, what is my full name?
No, I don't really get called that. I used to get called it by a few teachers at school, but
my dad insists on calling you James still, doesn't he?
He does.
It's been like...
Sometimes he does, actually, but sometimes he slips out of that.
Yeah.
Calls me JJ. Your grandparents call me Jay.
Yes, they do. Shout out to my nan and granddad, who in lockdown they have been watching these videos on their TV.
It's very kind of them.
How modern.
Very modern, isn't it?
Getting the YouTube up on their TV.
It is. Incredible. Incredible. But I was going to be called Max, but then my parents had a dog called Max already, and they thought if they were shouting at the dog, then they didn't want me to get upset about it. So yeah, it was JJ from literally the car journey home, I think. Born in Oxford.
Yeah, that's the next one.
Good.
Where are you from?
Yeah, so my parents lived in the Cotswolds, sort of Oxfordshire, Gloucestershire border. So I really travelled very far to uni. Really spread my wings out, so about half an hour. But I stayed there, so it was good.
Yeah, I think even if you are going to a uni or college or whatever close to where you live, it's still good if you're able to live in halls, at least for like, you know, the first year, go and live away from home.
Yeah, it's good experience. So yeah.
Okay, next one. What was your favourite and your least favourite subject at school?
I always liked geography, and that's from a young age. But I think it's because my geography teacher at like prep school or whatever it is, junior school, 7 to 13, he was also like the rugby teacher, and he was just a cool guy. Shout out to Mr. Avery, and his son used to come in as like a sort of gap year student and teach us rugby as well. But no, I always had a bit of an interest in geography, and like when we go to the coast, having a look at the bedrock formation.
Oh.
Bit of I forgot what it's called. What's it called? Offshore wind? No. I forgot what it's called. Deposition, all that. Oxbow Lake, love an Oxbow Lake.
So you did listen a bit then?
Did listen a bit, and my least favourite is probably any of the boring ones.
What are the boring ones?
Maths, all that. So yeah, no, I don't know. Actually, I wasn't that good at maths, so I guess that's probably why I didn't really enjoy it. All of the sin, tan, all the stuff you can do with a calculator. What about you? Your thoughts?
Yeah, I didn't like maths either.
No.
But then actually, I've had to use it like for like uni and at work. We do actually use quite a few calculations.
Yeah.
But then they're quite simple.
What about, so if I told you 2 times 12?
No, don't do this.
2 times 12?
24.
There you go. And now 2 times 24?
No, shush, I'm not doing it.
No, that's my last question. 2 times 24?
48.
There you go.
It is, I get really flustered if I'm put on the spot at work by like my boss or another vet or even just even a nurse who I work with every single day. If they put me on the spot with maths, I just stand there like a lemon, like in my brain, like I'm not even processing, like working it out, because I'm just stood there panicking. I'm gonna get it wrong, I'm gonna get it wrong, I'm gonna get it wrong. So yeah, I didn't like maths. And then favourite subject,
yeah,
I think I'd actually have to say like art, textiles, because I took that as a GCSE and then I went on to do it at A level. and I got my best grade in A-level, like in art textiles.
You are quite creative.
Yeah, I think it's
So-
I think it's nice to be still doing creative things,
Yeah.
which usually working full time you don't have like a huge amount of time to do it. But yeah, definitely the textile side of things.
Good. Any more questions? We'll wrap it up soon, shall we?
Okay.
Oh, there was one. Someone asked me. It wasn't in the video where I said put in the comments, but it was one of the more recent ones on the Fent tractor, the 724. Do I think it's a good tractor? I'll swing the question your way. What are your thoughts on experience in the tractor? Is a passenger seat
As a
nice?
passenger, yeah, it's great. Although I think the passenger seat has gotten smaller.
Oh, really? Since
Because the first time I come and sit with you was what, like 2 years ago?
what, in this tractor
Yeah.
or in a different?
Well, I don't know if it was this one, but on this farm,
Yeah, well, yeah, it was.
when I come and sit with you during harvest, and yeah, so since 2 years ago, I wouldn't say I am finding it as comfortable because
No.
the seat's smaller.
Otherwise, quite quiet. You think in here? Quite.
Yeah, it's not too loud.
No. Aircon's good.
Yeah,
Good. Do you like the colour?
green.
Yeah.
It's got to be green.
Green and red.
It's got to be green.
It's got to be green. Yeah, it's got to be green. What do I think? I think it's a good tractor. I think it's a very good tractor. Very comfortable for me, at least, in this seat all day long. And for the horsepower, it's quite small, compact. So that's definitely a bonus. What's bad about it is probably you need a bit of weight on the front because of the size of it. It's quite front end light. That's not a very good phrase, but yeah, with this Fert spreader on, you need a good weight on the front of the tractor, whereas other tractors you might not need quite as much weight. Yeah, pretty good down the road. Vario saps a bit of the power if you're grain carting or something, but I think it would with most Vario tractors. Good tractor. Lots of tech with it as well. I think John Deere's probably slightly ahead with the data you can collect from it, but I know Fent have brought out a new 700 series, so I don't quite know what that compares like in terms of the whole data stuff. A few of you were interested in, I spoke about it in the on the farm video that would have gone out before this, with all the working data, like how with the destoning, how much of the time I spent on the headlands, how much time I spent with the PTO and stuff. That's all quite interesting. So yeah, good tractor, I think. Good tractor. So yeah, I mean, I guess we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah.
End of the video. I forgot to tell you what we were doing at all, but we are Fert spreading on spring barley. So this is, if you haven't seen the on the farm video, go and watch that because I spoke about it a bit in that. And if you don't fancy watching it, then that is what we're doing anyway. So there we go. I think that was good.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that. Is that Paul? No, Matthew. He's got a top.
Hello.
Just in time. Just recording a video. Would you like to say anything to my lovely viewers?
It's gone quiet.
Please subscribe to his channel and put the more thumbs up.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll see you later at some point.
See you later.
So yeah, do what Matthew said. Please like, see how that flows. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I spoke about it in the on the farm video of Fert spreading. I'd love to hit 5,000 subscribers, which is quite a lot, by the end of the calendar year. So if you haven't already subscribed, then please do so. I would very much appreciate it. If you'd like us to do another video like this, if you'd like to see Gemma appear in some more videos, then let me know in the comment section below.
Yeah.
Be very interested to know.
We could do some more question videos.
We could do some more question videos. If you got questions for Gemma for that,
For me?
then, yeah. They might want to ask you something.
Yeah, possibly.
So possibly not.
I won't be offended if you don't though.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you again in another video.
Bye.
Goodbye.